Ladies and gentlemen, let's broaden our minds. So, when I found out that Netflix was doing a series on Jeffrey Dahmer, I was like, okay. Didn't know because we've seen series and things done about him before that was like, it wasn't that really interesting. But when I found out that Ryan Murphy was in charge of this series, that made me say, okay, let me jump on this and see what it's about. Because if you guys don't know who Ryan Murphy is, Ryan Murphy is one of the top people in Hollywood when it comes to television series. And if you're not familiar with his work, he created the series Nip Tuck about the two plastic surgeon, which is one of my favorite shows. And then he did American Horror Story. He did the O.J. Simpson story. So when Ryan Murphy's on top of something and when he's a part of it, you automatically know you're gonna get that no holds bars, no cream puff. This is gonna be straight in your face. So when I saw the series, I just have to say, man, it was intense. It was edge of your seat. It was a little disturbing, but overall, I enjoyed the series. I enjoyed this series. I give kudos to Ryan Murphy for putting this series together. The people that was a part of it, Niecy Nash, he did a great part. The guy who played Jeffrey Dahmer, he did extremely damn good job at playing Jeffrey Dahmer. Hats off to him because he nailed it. You know, and this series, it went into a little bit more in depth about Jeffrey Dahmer. It was, some of the things that you probably heard about, some of the things that they said, but this one, it just really created this in your face. This is what's going on. This is who this person is. Now, some of it was a little bit of fact, some of it was a little bit of fiction, but overall, it was in your face. Wow. That's all I have to say about this. And if you guys haven't seen this series on Netflix, I strongly recommend you check this series out because you would not be disappointed. But also, I know some people who said that they saw it and they couldn't really watch the whole series because they just couldn't stomach it. They couldn't take it. That's understandable. But you got to realize what we talking about here and who we talking about here. So I say go into it with an open mind. If you can handle it, fine. If you cannot handle it, that's understandable. But overall, this series is damn good. Ryan Murphy, all the other actors, everybody that was a part of this production, they knocked this one out the park. And on my temperature scale for this series, I'm gonna give the Dahmer Netflix series a high because everything is just great about this series. The writing, the acting, the cinematography, the intensity, the edge of your seat. Is nothing more nothing more else I can say about this series that you need to watch it. And this is another hit on the Netflix's belt. And that's one thing I love about Netflix is because they documentaries and their original series are off the chain, but just they original films have not been doing so well. So if they can get their original films to be on the same level as the series and the documentaries, man, they'll be right back on top. So you guys let me know how you feel about the Dahmer series. Did you check it out? What was your thoughts about it? If you haven't, check it out. Come back and let me know. And until then, holla at your boy.